So just looking at how the sail connects to the board, we have a universal joint here. It's called that because it can rotate universal directions. There's a little knob on the end of it, steel knob. That goes into the puck on the board. Then there's a horseshoe clip over here. It's called that because it's just shaped exactly like a horseshoe. You clip that in place until you hear it clip. And then to undo that, there's a little tab that you need to press down. Make sure that you press down that tab or else you can wreck the whole piece of equipment. Press down the tab and then put one finger on each side of the horseshoe. Push that out and then the sail will pop out like that. Okay, so just jumping right in. When you get on the board, you want to make sure that your weight is centered over the middle of the board. If you take the board lengthwise, draw a line right down the middle, you want your weight to be right over that part of the board. From here, you can go ahead and work your way down the mast, grab the uphaul line, and then go ahead and stand up. Once I'm standing, I want to make sure that the sail is perpendicular to the board. So the reason why you want to do that is because your balance is going to be the best there. So the sail is perpendicular to the board. My feet are evenly spaced around the mast, heels in the center line of the board because that's where my weight is. Then I'm going to bend my knees, keep my back straight, straighten my legs to lift up the sail, and then slowly uphaul hand over fist. From here, I'm going to reach across to my front hand, which is the hand that's towards the nose of the board. Take a step back on the board, not backwards towards the water, but actually towards the tail of the board. And then get the sail up to balance position. So balance position looks like this. A good way to remember balance position is you're actually really off balance. The only thing that's balanced is the sail. So balance position is right here. I'm set back on the board. I'm going to grab the boom with my backhand and do three things. I'm going to tilt the mast towards the nose of the board, sheet in with my backhand, and sit. The reason why you want to tilt the mast towards the nose of the board is because if you don't, and you just sheet in and sit, the board will round straight upwind, and you'll be in irons. You won't be able to move. The reason why we sheet in is obviously to give power to the sail, and the reason why we sit is just to counteract the force of the sail wanting to pull us forward. To tack, to turn around, we're going to do two steps initially. Clue is going to go down, and you're going to sheet in with your backhand. Once the sail touches your leg, let go with your backhand, grab the uphaul line, let go with your front hand, belly button facing the mast, and take little baby steps around the mast. Get the clue really close to the water to do this. It makes it a lot more helpful. And tilt the sail in the direction that you want to go. So I was sailing in that direction. I want to go in this direction. I'm just going to keep tilting the sail in that direction until I'm perpendicular to the board like I am right now. I have a new front hand. I'm going to reach across with that hand, take a step back on the board, back to balance position, and then 3 steps for sailing. Tilt, sheet, and sit.